Thinking about buying a home in 2025, but feel like the market is a total minefield? Well, what if the smartest money move you could make is right here in Northwest Ohio? In this video, I'm revealing why high earners are not just thinking about buying in 2025, but actively betting on Northwest Ohio for the next 5 years. We're talking about a sweet spot where opportunity meets affordability and your dollar stretches way, way further. Hey everyone, it's Garrett Luhring here with Moving to Toledo, your trusted local realtor with Danberry Realtors and the Luxion Home Team. If you're tired of seeing headlines that make homeownership seem impossible, or you're just wondering if now's actually the right time to jump into the market, you're definitely going to want to stick around for what we talk about today. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay ahead of the game on all things Toledo. Now, let's start with the elephant in the room. Is buying a home in 2025 still a smart move? Especially if you're earning $150,000 or more and want your money to work just as hard as you do. Well, here's the thing. While some parts of the country are dealing with sky high prices, bidding wars, and affordability crunches, Northwest Ohio is offering a very different and very attractive landscape. This isn't about riding a risky market wave. This is about getting ahead of the curve in a region that blends smart economics with real lifestyle perks. So let's get into it. Here's why high earners are zeroing in on Northwest Ohio and why you might want to do the same. Northwest Ohio is hitting that rare sweet spot where affordability, quality of life, and stable growth all intersect. For example, Toledo's price to income ratio is just 2.6. That is one of the lowest in the country. In comparison, New York and California cities often come in at 10 or higher. That means you're spending less of your income on your mortgage and more on building wealth here, or just enjoying the good life that you've earned. Now, let's talk some real numbers. With a $500,000 budget, buyers in Northwest Ohio can get a large, modern home, often at least 2,300 square feet, sometimes over 3,000 square feet, with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, desirable communities like Perrysburg, Sylvania, Maumee, the Anthony Wayne area, Holland, and parts of Toledo. You're not squeezing into a tiny condo or 3 bedroom, 1 bath home with no basement. You're getting real space in real neighborhoods where your investment has room to grow. The value goes even further when you look at taxes. In Sylvania Township, for example, there's no municipal income tax, and this is actually pretty common for any of the townships around here, such as Monclova, Perrysburg Township, Waterville, and White House. This can save you thousands over time. And in Perrysburg, you're getting access to some of the top-rated public schools. Sylvania schools are also top-rated. They have 2 high schools, Northview and Southview, and they often are comparable to Perrysburg, but people time and time again quote Perrysburg school districts and the overall community feel is one of the biggest reasons they chose this area. Perrysburg High School actually ranks number 26 in all of Ohio with a district-wide performance index that places it in the top 6% statewide. Sylvania's not far behind with the ranking at number 60 statewide. And in Anthony Wayne, which serves White House, Waterville, and Monclova, you'll find a district ranked in the top 7% statewide with strong math and reading proficiency scores. So yes, you can get an amazing home and a great education without stretching your budget. Now let's talk economy. Northwest Ohio's job market is more stable than flashy, but that's a good thing. While the region projects about 2.7% job growth from 2020 to 2030, targeted industries like healthcare, logistics, and finance are expanding rapidly, as well as renewable energy. That means more high skill, high pay roles are still being created. Toledo anchors this with big name employers like ProMedica, Owens Corning, and Dana and First Solar. And when Intel drops $20 billion into Ohio for its new semiconductor facility, guess who's primed to benefit from the supply chain impact? That's right, Toledo and all of our regional partners. Now, you also have a great location in any of the suburbs in any part of Toledo. It's positioned extremely close to the intersection of I-75 taking you from Michigan to Florida and I-80, I-90 taking you from the East Coast to the West Coast as our turnpike. This makes it a logistic powerhouse. And if you're working remotely, commuting regionally, or even running a business, that connectivity matters. It shortens commutes, expands opportunities, and strengthens the local economy. Now, let's dive into the actual neighborhoods. Looking at Perrysburg, this area offers tight knit community vibes, stellar schools, and homes that sell fast. According to Zillow, the average home value is about $336,000 right now, but homes in the $500,000 range typically offer 3 to 5 bedrooms, a more modern layout, and very, very strong resale potential. Homes typically go pending in just as little as 5 to 7 days, and nearly 46% of sales close for over asking price, at least this past year. That's not just demand, it's confidence. Sylvania gives you similar sized homes, some a little bit bigger, but similar quality, with the added perk of lower local taxes. The market's hot here too. The average time to pending here is about 10 days, and while we have so much more new construction, the average home sale price is at about 99.5% of its list price. The schools, a solid A- rating and strong academic performance. Moving on, we also have Toledo. Now, a lot of people assume it's slower or more urban, which isn't necessarily true. It's got its pockets. As of May 2025, Toledo homes are going pending on average in just under 6 to 7 days, and many of them really are selling for 20 to 30% over list price. The diversity in housing is incredible here, though. You'll find everything from historic estates with huge yards and several acres to brand new builds with a big lot, maybe in a subdivision, maybe not. You'll find homes along the river. You'll find homes in private wooded areas. There is truly so much to choose from. And at $500,000, your options would be wide open and impressive. The rental markets here is heating up as well. In Toledo, rents have risen almost 6% year over year. For investors, that means strong yields. For buyers, it means owning is becoming way more cheaper than renting, not so much in the long term, but even in the short term, we're seeing. And you're building equity that you're eventually going to be able to tap into, or when you go to sell, access that for other bigger purchases, not just paying someone else's mortgage. So, what's the catch? The biggest challenge? Awareness. Too many high earners are stuck thinking affordability means compromise. They assume that a lower mortgage means lower everything, lower quality of life, lower school rankings, lower opportunities. But that's not the case here. Northwest Ohio is one of the few markets where affordability doesn't come with sacrifice. It comes with choice. You get to decide, do you want top rated schools, a quieter, more tax friendly life, or unique historic charm and excellent value with additional land, all within your budget and without the stress of overpaying? This isn't about buying into the hype, it's about investing in real, tangible, long term value. Northwest Ohio isn't trying to be the next Austin or Nashville, it's building something stronger, a stable, affordable, opportunity rich market where your money goes further and your lifestyle continues to go up, not down. As someone who's lived here practically my whole life, the amount of changes and progress Toledo and the suburbs have made just over the past 5 years has been more than I saw the previous 25 years growing up here. It is insane. So if you're still asking, is it smart to buy in 2025? The answer is yes, if it makes sense for you and if you're looking in the right place. Northwest Ohio gives you buying power, lifestyle upside, and long term growth potential, all wrapped into a market that's still very accessible. So, what are your thoughts? Share them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and what you think about the affordability here. Are you from Toledo? Are you thinking about moving here? Do you know people here? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear more. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.